Hey all, and welcome back to the HellfireComms playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles Cross Definitive Edition. A whole bunch of shit went down in Act 1, y'all, and things don't seem to be slowing down anytime soon, so let's go track down the cause for this here Ares sucker, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid the Earth's fate. I gotta be honest, I had no idea we were gonna, like, try and escape the destruction of this universe by just jumping to another one. We will have to get rid of Void at some point. You know, you kind of gotta cut that chain. The second Project Exodus. I also knew about the act titles, so I probably could have hazarded a guess that we'd be trying to get off Mirror. But the entire universe was something I could have never predicted.
Meet me in command.
Roger. Let's move.
I did contemplate putting Al in some, like, fancy armor, full regalia, if you will. But in the end, I just gave him sunglasses. It just fits his vibe more, really. Besides, I am the shining knight here.
Ever since Void turned up, we've been witnessing ganglion remnants stirring back to life, all across Mira.
They're as vulnerable as us, what with the DMAT events and ghosts.
Fun fact, there are prone actually living in New LA. Some of the side quests involve you dealing with like a somewhat peaceful clan of theirs. So we kind of struck up an accord.
Boletaris is a special place. Those who heard Void's call have begun some holy pilgrimage there.
Doesn't that kill you though?
Of a new world under their creator's leadership.
That was also another thing that I did. There was like a cult going on, and this dude literally drank the Kool-Aid and died. Don't worry, that cult's no longer a thing.
You'd think they'd want to regroup quietly. Instead, they're out there raising hell.
I'm glad they'd kick the blues, but throwing an all-you-can-loot and plunder buffet? That part I don't love.
Remember, they were a coalition. Their mission, to eradicate Samar's descendants, including us.
That's me!
Tiger cannot so easily change its stripes.
Somewhere, Gajag is like sneezing. What is this custom?
We've come a long way indeed. This place, it is our second home. We've overcome the odds, made it a safe haven. DMAT events, ghosts, ganglion. We must remain firm against these ever-present threats.
Humanity is just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. If this was Zanza, he would have wiped them out, like, before they ever reached another planet, you know?
The only choice left for us now is to run.
In other words, we're talking about a second Project Exodus.
Cool baby.
Just when we've beaten that damn Luxor. We just can't seem to catch a break, can we?
No kidding. Just when I was starting to put down some roots here.
Stares directly at Irida. It is what it is.
Guess so. Don't mean it's not a kick in the teeth.
I didn't say you had to like it, Doug.
I do share your grief. However, we must face the facts. The dematerialization phenomenon is spreading, and eventually it will engulf the planet in its entirety.
Yeah, but all we have to do then is kill Taboo, and the whole thing should, like, fix itself.
And this time it's not just humanity's future that's at stake. Our aim now is to evacuate all races that live on Mira.
Every single one?
Of course. All those that would be amenable to our proposal.
If they don't sign up to the human policy, then they can go fuck themselves.
Will not be considered.
That's quite, how should we say, egoistic, no?
Well, I mean, we can't exactly help it if we can't talk to them.
Indeed. I wish there were another way. However, this isn't the first time humanity has made opportunistic, discriminatory choices. It will not be the last.
I guess he's referring to who made it onto the white whale.
We each have one life, and in its course we must bear the burden of our sin.
That's not true, because you have Mims now.
Okay, but even narrowing it down just to the sentient races, will that work?
Good point. If our only choice is to build a lifeboat, Making something big enough, it's gonna take some time.
In time we do not have.
We've agreed on a cooperative partnership with the Manon to obtain a ship.
We're going to use the Manon ship. The one over NLA.
You betcha. Eyeballing it, it should have the capacity. Enough to carry all evacuees.
It's gonna have to be... I've explored that thing, and it's big, sure, but I don't think it's big enough to hold, like, all the humans, all the prone, all the Nopon.
Protoplasmic fluid system. But if we work together, we should make it before the Reaper comes a knocking.
Why, that's feeding 3 cooks with 1 stone.
Ah!
Right, so that part we've got tied up with a bow.
We've already contacted all known Xeno communities. They should be apprised of the plan. Sadly, some of them did respond they're planning to go down with the planet, but most are currently in the process of relocating to NLA.
I'm gonna assume that was like the prone. Or maybe the Rothian, they're stubborn.
As of now, all active Blade personnel are ordered to give this plan the highest degree of priority.
Broadly, we have 2 objectives. Helping to construct the escape vessel and supporting those who want to come to NLA. It's all hands on deck. We may require troops to take assignments across division lines.
I've been doing that all
Be ready
game,
for
it's
anything.
fine.
Roger.
So maybe something a little less combat focused in this act, and then the big finale will have us take on Void, most likely.
Recap. We may get assigned stuff outside of our official divisions, right?
Right. First off, we should head back to the barracks. Make sure we're prepared for anything.
'Kay.
I really wish that Moranium had come in. It's kind of nuts that you get 130 foul for helping to prevent the extinction of all races on Mirror. Just the fact they give you money for some of these things is a little bit funny to me. Sorry, wasn't aware that I was touching down there. My ass was so fat I couldn't see my feet. Well, chicka, well, sorry, it's like a tick at this point, God. Hello?
Where's the fire?
Here's the deal, right?
Oh God, I was hoping they'd change their voices for the epilogue stuff, but no.
Yes, so we've heard.
But actually, we're not really experts on this Scalinary stuff, are we? So we went and asked that fandom guy, and he said you guys are the usual go-tos around here.
It's even worse with an echo.
I see. Let me guess. You'd like us to go to the hangar and advise your scientists?
You got it.
We'll go now.
Wow, thank you.
By the way, I was literally about to just bring up pizza. The man on love pizza. This one dude's family shrieked with delight when they got some pizza. It's a line that has stuck with me, and I think it might be in my top 10 Xenoblade lines. Still haven't seen Lyle. I would assume he's like either with Void, not of his own volition, or he's like just skulking around in the shadows. I'm here, baby. I always make a very smooth entrance. Such a cool looking skull.
Nice of you all to drop by. How's it poppin'?
Friend Al really loves saying that.
His idea of a gag. Don't get too hung up on it.
That's right. Someone asks how it's poppin', you say?
Terrible, of course. Yourself?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
How very human.
Tatsu mystified.
It is as we have been told. It takes two minds to tango.
Hey, Al. Ask me.
Hey Gwen, how's it poppin'?
Naturally terrible. And how about you?
Not awful enough for you to be worrying about.
Huh?
Dude, I'm dressed like the Doomslayer. Can you give me a little bit of respect
So
here?
you've been out of this world? Got any words of wisdom for us from the great beyond?
It's not that kind of highfalutin place. More than anything, it was dull, like a cheap roadside motel.
Please, we would love to hear your choice morsels.
Me too. Color me curious.
Way to gang up on me. I'm warning you, it's a slog.
I shall fawn.
You're gonna fall asleep, I know it. Fine. But you're buying the round. Bunch of busybodies.
I mean, this is crucial information. We need to know what happened to you. Because it might be dull, but it might also be the place that we're escaping to. If dimensions are destroyed, if universes are gone, where do you hide? In the cracks between those dimensions.
So, before the white whale crashed,
Of course it's pizza.
a bunch of ghosts got me cornered. I was cut off.
Such a huge vessel. Yeah, here we go. We caught a glimpse of this in the first act. I can't wait to see what Model of Soft does with the Switch 2's power. When you've got devs saying it's like a mid-range PC, and in some cases stronger than the Steam Deck, oh yeah, they're gonna work some magic.
And just as my goose seemed cooked, something opened up in front of me. And also, I felt this huge pull at the same time. My body inside the Ares. We were being sucked right in through the opening. Beyond that was a sight to behold.
Ooh.
If space could have edges, that was a place where you could see them all. Thinking about it now, and to get a little technical, it was a nexus of parallel universes.
Am I gonna see some cameos
It
here?
was like the backstage of space, the border town of all universes.
Ah!
You might call it a rift between worlds.
Sorry. Didn't mean to fucking mock out for choking for your. By the way, we have full playthroughs of 1 and 3 on the channel, and 2 will be coming. If a definitive edition doesn't come out first for that.
Adapted for human tech kept throwing errors. But the main transceiver never stopped logging huge quantities of some kind of data. And you might think I dreamed all this up, but somehow I could understand what that data was.
He was one with the energy chat.
Not logically, intuitively. You ready? Well, what came flooding into me in the Ares was the consciousness of all living things across all universes.
God, so he's not only cool, but he knows everything?
Instinctively, I stopped myself from trying to perceive them one by one.
How are you not insane?
My brain isn't built to handle something like that. I could tell in an instant. I think I got that one from an old sci-fi flick, but I'd say it was the right call. Now, the Ares was a step ahead of me. It sifted through that huge torrent of data, presented me with the information I most wanted in that moment.
Ah!
How to escape the world of the Rift and get back to this one. The Ares was kind enough to show me the way back home.
This means huge things for the franchise, guys.
Thanks
It
to
means
itself
this
that I came
is
back around.
canon.
Well, the universe Earth was a part of was destroyed. This one with Mira is a completely different one. So maybe back is the wrong word.
Sounds like quite the trip. So that's your plan for us to leave this universe? You're proposing we use the Ares to make our escape?
Well, more or less.
But?
I don't really understand exactly how I got here.
Yeah, the technical aspects of that are a little iffy. Although I seem to recall, I think it was Luxar who said the Samarians came from another dimension.
Outworld.
So that would make sense that their machine, the Ares, could do all this.
A prison?
Void Seat. I think he was held there.
Ah, that makes sense.
His consciousness, at least. You told me about the Vita, how it was a vessel to facilitate Void's coming. I guess what it did was channel his soul in some shape or form, freeing him of his shackles.
What does that mean, though?
Now, hold on a sec. That's like how our MIMs work.
No way.
All the loose threads seem to be coming together.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps Void escaped from his cell by tracking the Ares as it left the rift between worlds. It would explain the impeccable timing. And here's the kicker. The thing that's in the Vita, it's not just his mind, it's his body, too.
Oh.
When the Ares first appeared in this world, it was shortly before we encountered you, right? Then the Ghost's appearance and the DMAT events.
It's all connected.
It's possible that it caused both of them to manifest.
Wait. I see you trying to connect all the dots.
God, Casey was right when he said, like,
I think you're jumping the gun.
This epilogue has more story than, like, most of the game combined. It's kind of crazy, actually, how dense it is. If it was like this for the whole game, I would have enjoyed the story a lot more. As it stands, I still think it's a pretty decent game, and Definitive Edition has only made it that much better. Because you have to remember, this was originally a Wii U game, and they got that running on much less powerful hardware. But it's because Monolith Soft are geniuses. Genius wizards.
I feel like I'm starting to get the picture here.
Huh? Yellow?
Must be urgent.
Yeah. We need you in Oblivia. Hoping you could track down a man-on engineer.
Roger.
Random never calls us unless it's, like, really dire.
Here you go. The guy is in charge of the jump drive design. Apparently, he had a part in mind for the Crux, but he was sitting in a ganglion stronghold.
Ah.
I didn't get it.
That's a bold move, Commander.
Yeah, why would you send a man on to do that?
What can I say? These are desperate times.
Did you at least send him with, like, a platoon of soldiers? Okay, right.
Ganglion found him and we lost contact.
Maybe you should have sent some skells in for something so important.
That's enough to go on.
Just throwing shit at the wall. I'm not the one who has to deal with all the management.
Good hunting.
I'm the background skell.
Let's move.
Alright, baby. Let's fucking go. Oblivia again. Just here. Going here should be better. Mesa Fortress? But what about User? Hot diggity dog. Wow, chicken, wow, wow. I should have enough fuel necessary for what I need to do here. I just hope I get a refill before the third and final act.
I'd say we're in the right place, huh?
Yeah, there are embers still emanating into the atmosphere.
Seems like our engineer might still be alive.
Yeah. Let's confirm.
This might be the manliest man-on we've ever seen, huh? Oh. Yo, what's up?
It's you.
You again. I see. Looking for your friends, are you?
Do you know where they are? What happened here?
The people of Roth have accepted your exit strategy.
Okay, so we can cross them off the cowards list.
To NLA first. We were passing through here en route, where we encountered and assisted human troops in combat with the Ganglion.
Dude, I love an alliance.
We were able to claim victory, albeit at a price. I'm transporting our wounded.
Now I see. We thank you.
There is no need. Your friends are safe with us, undergoing treatment at our stronghold.
God bless.
Ms. Bleed, did you see a man-on in the soldiers' company?
I have not seen any, no. But there were other units. Maybe they escorted them.
I hope the giant centipede slash millipede thing from below didn't grab him.
Yes, you may.
What's going on?
Looks like a job half done.
Yeah, in hindsight, it wasn't a good idea to sit around chin-wagging.
Let us handle these ones. You have wounded. Get them somewhere safe.
I hear. All yours.
Don't worry, I have just the button to press to deal with this. Was that a robot riding another robot?
Looks like they're on our case.
That's enough battle.
Kaboom! All done. Hey, I got some wipeouts in the main game. I'm gonna chug along through the epilogue if you don't mind.
Elma, let's get to the Rothian stronghold.
Right.
That's a huge sword, dude. Ooh, a laser gun and a rail gun. Usually you just get one or the other. This thing's hauling ass, goddamn. And there's the Ares over there. There are actually a lot of other skells that you can like find materials for and build. Like there's one thing called the let me take a run up to this. It's not Hraeshvalg, it's Hraeshvalg or something similar. Yeah, there's a version of that called Lord, and it's all purple. It's very cool. Gotta remember, you gotta enter through a cave down here. Here we go. Hey fellas. I wonder if Gajag will be here. Wow, I got a lot of stuff coming in. Still no Moranium though. I see a man on there. And Tatsu?
We We were sure that was the end for us, weren't we?
Tatsu breathed sigh of relief. Thanks to kitty cat friends.
You said it, pal. If you hadn't turned up when you did, we'd be pushing up daisies by now. Thanks. We all inhabit this world together. The feeling is mutual.
I think I've done an affinity quest with that dude. Well, some kind of quest.
Thing we needed.
Relax, alright? We'll find it at the next location.
Why do you talk like that? Like, it's translated the rest of us talking normally, but you just sound like you're an auto-tuned chipmunk.
A moment ago, you were on the brink of death. Yours is a mercurial people.
We survived, so it's all good, yes? On to the next one.
The Manon are an optimistic people, except that one guy who was in a cult and drank the Kool-Aid and died. Yeah, there he is.
Thank you once again. We owe you for saving their lives.
I can tell it's Kajag, even in that armor, because I put him in that armor.
Prince, my deepest thanks for rescuing our friends. We're in your debt.
No need. We are allies. But still, Void's appearance here fills me with unease.
Keith David would have made a great voice for Kajag. The dude they've got is no slouch, though. Ah, memories.
It serves to sustain me as his material vessel. Consider the battle for Earth. There, from his Vita, did he command the Ganglion.
However, in the chaos after Earth's destruction, his consciousness departed the machine, leaving it a shell.
And that would explain why it was there.
My mirror and crashed to her surface, as did you.
Ow.
So how are we supposed to defeat Void, then? Do we have to kill his mind as well, or his soul?
As I suspected, he'd only linked his mind to the Vita, while his body stayed in the rift.
Then we go into the rift and kill that fool. It's no use like trying to universe hop while Void is still alive. He'll just chase you again.
Mission accomplished. Come on, let's get back to NLA.
Oh, something's going to attack us, I know it.
All these races working together? Mira really is a welcoming kind of place.
Oh, thank God. I thought he was going to say he hated it.
Just like Lao said.
Lao said that?
Ow, what?
Yeah, you kind of buried the lead there.
How?
It was when I was drifting inside the rift.
But that's...
You ever heard of Nirvana? Some religions have the concept, and that space might just be it. As I was floating along, guided by the Ares, while I was looking for a way into this universe, I made a little layover in an eerie kind of place.
Oh, interesting. So this is where he comes across Lao. I just assumed this was Mirror. I think a lot of people did. Yo, dude, why your nips at?
Fancy seeing you here.
Alright, Master of Masters.
Well, how long has it been? I don't think we ever spoke after I left Team Princess.
I thought you died defending the white whale back before it grounded on Mira.
Well, you know, if this is the afterlife, maybe I did.
This one shot sent the theorists,
Well, how about yourself?
like, into a mad craze.
Yeah.
All the videos that I didn't watch because I didn't want to get spoiled on the game before I inevitably played it.
Betrayed our friends. I sold intel to the enemy to get back at those who got my family killed.
Oh, your family was killed? Oh, well, you never mentioned it.
Really, I had just given up. It wasn't about grief or retribution. Plain despair tipped me over the edge.
No, I'm pretty sure it was about retribution.
And I knew it.
It's okay, he said he's sorry. It's really rich for me to take the piss by saying that line, I know.
Now you're just sulking, pal. A guy as good as you?
Just don't. What Lynn said.
Seriously though, why are you... Where is your shirt? You telling me that your trousers survived and your shoes, but not your shirt? Why am I so hung up on this?
She's a good kid. Always trying to put herself in my shoes. I could never atone enough.
I'm gonna be honest, it went on so long, I thought Lynn was going to be revealed to be Lau's daughter, in like a different body.
Ended up infecting her as well.
And that's why you accepted death? Decided to just give up and wait for it?
Yeah, soon. I'll see Charmaine and Shenchi.
I get this might be what you want, but not me. So what if this place is the afterlife? I'm itching for more living. People still need me. Humanity still needs me.
It'd be really interesting if you got to the afterlife.
Unfinished business.
Unless you were like super evil while you were alive, that they gave you the chance to just be reborn.
Right. That's you too.
I know that's basically reincarnation, but this time it will be like an actual choice. It wouldn't just happen automatically.
Yep. We got the best guide around.
Come on, dude, get in the robot.
The world I came from. It's a welcoming kind of place. Everyone's ready for your big return.
I sure hope so.
If you make it, pass a message to Lynn. Humans are disgusting. And stubborn and treat others cruelly.
Uh-huh.
But if she realized this, that means she's anything but. Tell her to live.
Aw. Well, he went out with a good line at least. Yeah, I'm out. Deuces.
Wow. I'm not what you think I am.
No more fighting, Lau.
That's not why I had Elmer equipped with, nor Lynn.
No, Elma! Not like this! Step aside, Lynn.
We're all on the same side here! Even then, when I stood up for you, honestly, it was just so I wouldn't have to be sad again. I never could figure him out. It was all so childish. I was acting so immature about everything.
You're 13! It's fine!
But back then, you stood up to defend Lau, just the same way that I did. If you hadn't done that, maybe I wouldn't have stuck it out and run away instead. I would have stayed a child, to the very end.
I mean, technically, you're gonna stay a child forever now, because that body can't grow, as far as I'm aware.
We would have all been as disgusting as he thought. Your actions are what saved us from that hollow despair.
You don't need pretty excuses here. It's all part of life. You gotta take the good with the bad.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, he told you to live. End of message.
Flipping.
Yeah.
Oh, what now?
Colonel Elmer! Requesting a beat!
What was that?
I'm sure he's fine.
What's going on over there?
Elma, wasn't that?
Yes. The leader of the escort from before.
Didn't they say they were going to Lakeview Stronghold and Noctilum?
Then we go too.
Yeah. Hope we're not too late.
I'm trying to think which region gets the least, like, cutscene time. I think it's a toss-up between Silverlim and Cold Rose. Because Cold Rose is, like, the arse end of the game, so that makes sense. Alright, Noctilum it is. I guess we'll just have to fly over there from Potter's Rock. Oblivion's track goes pretty hard, but not as hard as Noctilum's. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I'm not going to get that level up anytime soon. That's fine.
That's enough backdrop. I've got the height advantage. Blast away! Sorry, it was you or us. Stand out now.
I mean, since I'm here, you know.
Fire! Sorry, it was you or us. You just got the L.
Engage! Lay down some fire for me.
Let's see. Where would the last one be? My gun is so big I can't really see where I'm going, which is very funny. Oh, hey, there we go.
Looks like you're on our case.
Yeah, Supreme Sports Glasses.
Hand out nice.
Thank you for the broken antenna. Now, where's that treasure? Where is that broken treasure, actually? I'm trying to gauge it with mine eyeballs. No, it's okay, we're good. Hey, guys. Oh, it was one of those flowers we were interacting with. I'm kind of wasting time here. God, there's so many trees. Just go to your destination, Tom. You've got limited fuel here. Oh, it's this place. I've explored this place, but... Oh, hey, Void.
The whole team's dead. And look!
Piece of...
Why? What are you doing this for? You want to leave this world too, right? There's no need to be doing any of this!
My wish to know death.
Huh?
Death, is it?
I guess he's tired of living.
The fear of death is a powerful motivation in creatures like you. Yea, stronger even than your lust for life. I wish to understand this.
Is that Clancy Brown?
And that's why the slaughter?
You think by killing them yourself, you'll get what it's like to fear death?
What was it you called our fight against you? A contest for survival? That's a contest to defy death. You started a war without knowing that?
The best it will simply cease to be. That is not death. Self-evidently, as I have no conception of it.
Huh, no, it's Bill Millsap.
Ceasing to be
Who is... He's Punisher, or Frank Castle, in Marvel Rivals.
Death, when you speak of it, is wrapped up in many a complex emotion.
He's Angel, or Angeal, sorry, in Crisis Core Reunion.
And then?
Oh, he's Prosciutto in The Dub for Golden Wind.
I have not considered it.
He's Lance in Pokemon Masters.
You will find my desires are not rooted in
That's roughly about it.
actions are all. They occur automatically, driven by inevitability.
But that's... It's nonsense. How is that a reason to kill?
Yeah, that came across as mumbo jumbo to me, honestly.
Enough. Don't try to understand it, Lynn. He can string all the reasoning he likes. But when you get down to it, this guy is pure evil. Our enemy, nothing less.
But...
Yeah, we're gonna have to punch him in the face to make him listen.
That's exactly right. Lynn, we're here to make sure we don't lose anyone else today. That's our mission.
Elma looked very short there.
Understood.
I guess it's because Lynn is like slightly up a hill.
Looks like they're on our case.
Yeah, go after the worshippers. Kaboom!
Lost away!
Upper Quamova. Is that how you pronounce that?
You wish.
It's a good job I actually over-leveled, given that they're throwing like a bunch of powerful enemies at us at once. Void's just chilling there in the background.
You wish.
Got one down. Do I look like I'm slowing down?
Load end it all.
Clean up.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Sparks and a block. I popped out the body part. You know the drill.
Take him, guys.
Gotcha.
Booyah. We win.
You're up next. Scum!
Enough. There is no more to be gained.
Oh, now you want to run away.
Your stubborn fixation on living is inordinate. You are unlikely to teach me what I wish to know.
Shut up!
In any case, you will come to my abode.
Oh, okay. Why'd you space it out like that?
Inevitable. The contest continues. As this world's time draws ever closer.
Yeah, we have to reach the point of like no return. That's what Act 2 is for, when things are at their darkest.
What a train wreck. That creep really gets me seeing red. Makes me gag.
Let's do a quick head count.
Roger that.
Well, that really didn't give us much stuff at all. Oh. Yeah, I guess we probably should have checked on these people. My bad.
What's this?
Looks like the part they were after. They found it.
Looks like it, yeah.
Then we need to get this back to NLA. We can't let their sacrifice be in vain.
Yeah.
Alright, now we go back. Actually, while I'm here, I might just switch skills for the time being. Don't want it to be too easy. That said, I am going to equip my big laser cannon. Let's see. Ares Prime is locked right now. You have that. Sorry, Albert, I'm gonna need to pilot this one. Nothing personnel. You can take this one. But again, I'm still going to need that big cannon. Just checking all my stuff here. On the occasion that I actually need to get out of my Skellen fight, which I'm sure they're going to force me into, which is fine because that's gameplay diversity. No. Permission not granted. Doop-de-doo. That's pretty powerful. Yeah, I might just rock this one for a little bit. Elma's got the big cheese, so I'll be okay with this.
Listen.
I ain't got no time to listen. We are on a countdown, just like before. But this one's a little bit... Actually, no, they're about the same level as Crucial / Critical.
Thanks very much. It's a real shame our friend didn't make it, but at least the mission's complete, right? Credit where it's due, you know.
Uh-huh.
Void. That goddamned rat.
Commander, we'll get him. We'll win his little game. We must.
Lynn.
Damn straight. These lives won't go to waste.
Not to rain on your parade here, but how are we doing with the Ares?
We're making good progress thanks to you, are we?
Again, can someone get him like a voice modulator?
Would you mind stopping by the restricted
Actually, come to think of it, if a man-on spoke normally, like, hello, haha, I would have a nervous breakdown.
Easy, but the mission was a success.
But that's fine, because I'm usually having several at any given time. Loading. I was going to say, if it ended there, that would be a little bit of a damp squib of an act ender. And I know the Xenoblade game is better. Yo, Nelly.
Hey there, how's it poppin'?
Terrible, right? How about you?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
That's great, isn't it?
I'm not sure if this catchphrase thing works for me, but whatever, he's happy, I guess.
Look at him. He's really found his footing here, hasn't he?
Once you really get to know him, most get on with him like a house on fire.
Hey, how's it poppin'?
Oh god.
Tatsu terrible, clearly. And how is friend Al?
Even worse than you, I bet.
But that's not the correct follow-up.
I like to mix it up, keep you on your toes.
Al cannot flip script.
Tatsu will not be
Elmo.
gaslighted.
This vegetable come with a volume knob?
He's still going.
Leave it. You had some news?
Well, I heard the Ares was recreated on your planet. But how much do you actually know about it?
Good point.
You're correct about it being recreated. Here's the truth. We excavated an ultra-ancient frame and fitted it with auxiliary power and plating. It might be more precise to say we jury-rigged it to run.
So you've got nothing to say regarding the cores then, I take it?
If I did, don't you think I would have told you when I first got to Earth?
So are they like separate then?
Yeah, you got me there.
Vexing, isn't it?
The Ares cores. I learned they're based on a device that existed eons ago.
A device?
A space-time bender. It moves things into different universes and all that.
Well, I mean, he learned everything in the Void.
It's a common trope in the old movies,
Not to be
right?
confused with Void.
Yeah, except real.
I'm just saying, it's a little bit convenient and lazy writing-wise, but hey, at least we can just cut straight through the fluff, you know?
According to simulations, you put the pedal to the metal, space bends like a straw.
I see.
If that's true, what chance do we have of beating Void?
We still have time.
How do you know?
Fact is, he took the time to come and taunt us. It means he's still getting ready.
Yeah, he would have just fired the gun if he was, like,
Oh, even supposing he's
worried.
through the prep phase. You can't just rock it off.
What do you mean?
For all his rambling and raving, if the cores were enough, he could have left by now. Brought the world into Concord, or whatever his tagline was.
God, I do not want to go into Concord. Those character designs were naff. You keep teasing me with this realm.
Analyzing the skull. When I was transported inside the rift along with the Ares,
Yo?
machine and mind got melded together. We became inseparable.
I like DNA digivolving.
I won't
Wait,
pretend to
no.
understand.
That was like the warp
Wouldn't have been
digivolution
possible
to
for a living
Mega.
human to hold onto their self there otherwise.
Tamer's most goated season.
So, without me and the Ares, the cores won't be able to deploy their full power.
Melted with the Ares. I think I get it. Not in the physical sense of being one thing, but like an engine running under the hood?
Damn, you're sharp, Lynn. But the analysis didn't stop there. Better hold on to your seats.
Oh boy, here we go.
While inside the rift, I saw where the rivers of consciousness converge. Something like the crossroads between universes. Even if we get the Ares and cores running, if we can't sync ourselves to that, we won't be going anywhere. Annoyingly.
It's not anything to do with Z, is it?
Is it a question of timing, then?
Put simply, yes. And here's another nugget spun off from the Ares analysis of the rift.
Oh god, it never ends.
The streams of consciousness converging on that universal nexus. Structurally, they're extremely similar to the Lifehold core.
Huh.
They're what?
Remember what we were talking about before? How Void projecting his mind into the Vita is a lot like the way humans survive inside MIMS. Even with the Lifehold trashed, your consciousness is still being stored somewhere.
Yeah. Ah, wow. I thought we weren't even going to touch on that until near the
Much
end.
larger universal mechanism.
But that's crazy.
This universal mechanism. What is it?
Dunno. It's just that when I was there, I felt it. You guys. People's lives. It was strange, like I was enveloped by this constant something.
Was it God's love?
And the Ares can tap into that? This, gathering place of minds?
More like souls, even. Call it what you like. If we make it out of this universe alive, you'll get to experience it yourselves. Anyhow, in order to pull off our great escape, we'll need those 6 cores. We'll need me, the Ares, and some miraculous timing. That's how we sink to the Nexus. Or die trying.
Well, that's how we've been living since we pretty much got to Mira, so...
We'll have cottoned on by now.
But if that's the case, why hasn't he attacked NLA yet?
If he did, he might end up killing Al. He won't want to risk destroying the Ares either. Still, once he gets his ducks in a row, I expect he probably will try something.
Those are going to be some huge ducks.
So what's our game plan? What do you think, Rook? You better knock this one out of the park.
Oh god, this better not be what gets me a better ending.
Home run! I'll hold you to it, bud.
I think I did good. Time for a heart-to-heart.
Hey, how's it poppin'?
Terrible. How about you?
Better than you, in other words, terrific. You hear that? Rook's answer?
Yes, and you seem pleased.
Yeah.
Although, why did you want someone else to make the call?
If I get taken out, I want to know there's someone I can trust with mankind's future.
Oh my god, I'm the savior of humanity? Well, I mean, if you're willing to give up that title, I'll take it.
That's what we need right now. Someone who loves this world. The world and its people, warts and all. I need someone to take over my duty.
You need another you, in other words. When we were leaving Earth, you ignored my pleas and rushed off to fight without a thought for your safety.
Jesus Christ. It's nice that we get to see a little bit more of this.
You look after the refugees. I'll protect the ship from outside.
Just look at their numbers. You can't shift the balance, not with a single Ares.
Yeah, well, you never know until you try.
Al.
I'll cut through their ranks, make you an opening. I'll protect you to the last.
He is kind of like a knight in a way.
Full of Earth. I'm not snuffed out here!
You're right. Those eyes, they're just like yours back then.
It's a lovely shot.